Golden Globes host Nikki Glaser is revealing the spiciest jokes she couldn't say during Sunday's live broadcast, including a brutal swipe at Sydney Sweeney. The comedian, 41, returned as host for a second consecutive year and didn't hold back as she took aim at Epstein's client list. CBS News anti-woke makeover and even Leonardo DiCaprio's reputation for dating women under the age of 25. There was seemingly no hot topic or beloved A-lister that Glaser left unscathed during the over 3-hour ceremony held in the heart of Beverly Hills. But the stand-up star appeared on the Howard Stern show on Tuesday, where she shared the long list of jaw-dropping jabs that failed to make the final cut. Stern explained to the audience that Glaser had a Notes app list on her iPhone, which she called the Stern file of all the jokes she wanted to say. Glaser started off with a joke she wrote about Sweeney's boxing biopic Christie, which made just $1.3 million when it hit theaters in November, making it one of the worst box office openings in history. In the film, Sweeney plays real-life female boxing champ Christy Martin, a role that required her to put on more than 30 pounds of muscle and endure months of training. Tonight is a night of celebration, but we can't ignore it as a weird time in Hollywood, Glaser's joke began. You know, people just aren't going to the theaters to see things. And if you don't believe me, there was a movie this year where Sydney Sweeney played a lesbian who just bounced around in tiny shorts for 2 hours and it made $14. Glaser ultimately ended up scrapping the barb after learning that Sweeney would not be attending the ceremony next. Glaser read off a cringeworthy sexual assault joke she wrote about Particle 6's controversial AI actress Tilly Norwood, which was unveiled to world in 2025. Norwood's introduction was met with fierce backlash over fears of hard-working human actors one day being replaced by artificial intelligence. You know, everyone's concerned about AI. Tilly Norwood is the first star to be completely generated by AI and somehow has still been sexually assaulted by 3 different studio execs, Glaser joked. Glaser also read off several Sean Penn jokes she came up with before ultimately choosing her now viral punchline about him looking like an expensive leather handbag. Her first version of the joke was Sean Penn is nominated tonight, I'm assuming for Best Neck Veins. Her second stab at roasting Penn involved her describing him as the defiant last tree standing in a rainforest. Glaser was also pitched a Penn joke by fellow comedian David Spade.